Igbo mythology and folklore. Mbe na Ezi, the story of the tortoise and the pig. Once upon a time, in the land of Tutugege, there lived Mbe the tortoise. Mbe was well known for his cunning ways and laziness. He was so unreliable that no one in the village was willing to help him anymore. Times were tough for Mbe. He was broke, with not a single coin to his name, and his aging mother lay sick at home. Desperate for help, Mbe knocked on many doors, but all were closed against him. His reputation had preceded him, and no one trusted him enough to offer a hand. One day, as Mbe trudged home from another fruitless day of begging, he encountered Mr. Pig, Ezi, who was on his way home from the market. Mbe, ever the smooth talker, greeted Pig warmly and lamented his struggles, sharing the story of his sick mother and his hunger. With his usual flair, Mbe promised that whoever helped him would be repaid tenfold. Now, Pig was known for his greed, and the promise of getting 10 times what he gave caught his attention. His small eyes gleamed with the thoughts of future riches.
"Tenfold?"
Pig asked. "Yes, tenfold," Mbe replied enthusiastically. "You will be richly rewarded for your kindness." Without much further thought, Mr. Pig agreed to help Mbe and told him to come to his house the next morning to collect the money. Mbe, eager to solve his immediate problems, promised to repay him in exactly 7 market days. At the third crow of the cock the next morning, Mbe was already at Pig's doorstep, ready to collect the promised money. Pig, after a lengthy lecture on the importance of keeping promises, handed Mbe a sum of money. Mbe accepted it with gratitude and made the same promise once again. In 7 market days, Pig would be repaid 10 times what he gave. The days passed, and finally, the 7th market day arrived. As dawn broke, Pig hurried to Mbe's house, eager to claim his enormous repayment. However, Mbe, being the trickster that he was, had anticipated Pig's arrival and hid in his wife's kitchen when he saw Pig approaching from afar. Pig knocked and knocked, but no one answered. He waited until dusk, hoping Mbe would eventually come out, but Mbe stayed hidden. Frustrated, Pig left in anger, only to return the next day, even more determined. This time, Mbe was caught off guard while enjoying a meal of roasted yam and oil with his wife, Anim. Just as Pig reached the doorstep, Mbe panicked. With no time to hide properly, he quickly tucked his head inside his shell, and Anim, ever quick-thinking, placed a bowl of roasted yam and oil on top of his shell, making it look like a makeshift table. Pig entered the house and demanded,
"Where is Mbe? I want my money."
Anim, calm and collected, ignored Pig's question and continued enjoying her meal. This infuriated Pig further, and in his rage he grabbed the table, which was actually Mbe in his shell, and flung it into the bushes beside the kitchen, along with the bowl of yam and oil. Suddenly, Mbe emerged from his shell and walked towards the door. "Ah, my good friend Pig," he exclaimed. "Good morning." Pig, now beyond frustrated, growled,
"Where is my money?"
Mbe feigned concern. "Oh, I'm so sorry. I couldn't come to your house yesterday as promised. Please, have a seat. Let me bring you some kola nuts." But Pig was in no mood for pleasantries.
"I don't care for kola nut or cheers. Just give me my money."
Mbe nodded. "No problem at all," he said. Turning to his wife, he called, "Anim, please bring me the table from the kitchen. I hid some money in the shelf under it." Anim, with a dramatic sigh, replied, Mbe, the table is no more. Mr. Pig here flung it into the bushes in anger." Mbe jumped up, acting shocked. "What do you mean the table is gone?" he cried, his eyes wide with fake astonishment. He turned to the pig, his voice rising in indignation. "You threw the table away? That's where I hid your money. Now if you want your money, you have to go into the bushes and find the table." Desperate and greedy, Pig had no choice but to search for the missing table. He stumbled into the bushes behind Anim's kitchen, searching high and low for the table that he believed contained his fortune. But of course, he never found it. To this day, they say pigs are still seen rotting around in muddy, dirty waters, searching for that elusive table. So, next time you see a pig wallowing in the mud, remember, he's still looking for the tortoise table. Would you care to help him find it? The end. Lessons from the story. Number 1. Greed often blinds us. Pig's greed led him to believe Mbe's outrageous promises, and in the end, it left him humiliated and empty-handed. Greed can cloud our judgment, leading us to make unwise decisions. Number 2. Cunning does not equate to wisdom. Mbe may have been clever, but his cunning only worked in the short term. He tricked Pig, but his reputation as a deceiver remained, which ultimately harmed him in the long run. Number 3. Promises are not always as they seem. Mbe's promises of paying back tenfold were too good to be true, a reminder that extravagant promises are often a sign of deceit. Number 4. Think before you act in anger. Pig's anger led him to rashly fling the table away without thinking. In moments of frustration, it's easy to make decisions we later regret. What other lessons come to mind from this story? Let us know in the comment section below. Do.